today. From State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, it's the NFC Wild Card Round on EA Sports. We'll see Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals taking on Jimmy Garoppolo and the San Francisco 49ers.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the desert Southwest, Glendale, Arizona, and State Farm Stadium. Tonight, it's the NFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
Out comes the San Francisco offense as they are led out by their quarterback, the man known as Jimmy G. That's Jimmy Garoppolo.
And he comes into this wild card round off of a really good regular season, better than 30 touchdown passes. And he said he feels like he can take some shots against the secondary. In fact, in our meeting, he said not only can he take shots, he expects to do it early.
First down is Mostert, but he can only manage a yard, and that's about it before he's tackled. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. There's Garoppolo to throw. Got a man, that's Richie James. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While he gets attended to, we'll step aside. Jet sweep. Garoppolo taps it forward. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And when this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there, because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with the new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
2nd and 10. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Touchdown 49ers! George Kittle, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays, and it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. Takes it at the 7. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Cardinals making their way out, and it's the #1 overall pick in 2019, Kyler Murray at the helm.
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing. And now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose, or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you've got to be smart, but make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. First carry for James Conner. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Murray. Steps away to his left. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Murray flips this forward on a jet sweep. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going deep for Hopkins. And that's caught inside the 30. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A huge play there for Arizona.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Murray a give. This is Connor. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run forward with Connor. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Didn't quite get the touchdown, but now they're really knocking on the door.
And if you're the play caller, now you're thinking to yourself, what is your sequence? Because you're not just thinking one play here just in case. You're looking ahead as well. I wonder if he's just thinking 3 power plays at max.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. James Conner, fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Prater for the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Meanwhile, Garoppolo's throw pulled in by Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They hand it off to Mostert. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 56 yards rushing for him already. A terrific first quarter here to begin the playoffs. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their 1st drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Now Garoppolo. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. And instead, it's 4th down. Gold is able to put it through, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the turn.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. The drive will start with Connor. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Now this throw caught left side. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A huge play there for Arizona.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming. They'll try and run for it. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running, because oftentimes a running back could get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure you got the first down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
2nd and goal from the 1. It'll be Murray on the keeper. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now, because he's unable to make the play himself on 2nd down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on 3rd down?
On 3rd down, Benjamin. Yeah, he is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short. They're not going to kick it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Benjamin. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is now 14-10. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 76 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. Mostert. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Deep for the Cardinals, Christian Kirk. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Murray. Flushed out right. Murray has the first down and more. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A first throw for the backup Griffin. Buying time to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And this one is incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. It's complete to Hopkins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A nice grab there for a guy coming off a terrific season, one that saw him have over 100 catches.
And when you have that many catches, that means you're a full part of the offense. And let's face it, he's been as good as anyone in the NFL this year. So it figures he's going to play a big role whether his team can advance in the playoffs.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Murray. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Here's Mostert. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Oh, Watt shaken up. J.J. still down here following that last play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. Now Garoppolo lost the football. Bad place to fumble down here in the red zone. At least they got it. They'll have another shot. Or no, they won't have another shot. It's going to be 4th down. Maybe they can at least salvage 3.
And they were thinking 6 points because at this position of the field, it's go time, right? You take your shots at the end zone. They weren't able to do that one. So you look over at the sideline, there's head coach saying, oh, heck, kick it, field goal time.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, a give to Connor. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. 47 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him?
Right back to Connor here on first. Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. There'll be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, Benjamin. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On 3rd down, Benjamin. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On the run is Benjamin. Down to about the 22 here. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. A give running right is Connor. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now it's Connor. And they'll get him down right around the 16. The Pro Bowl corner, Jason Verrett, on the tackle. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 2nd down now, Benjamin. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 51 yards on the ground for him so far. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. On third down, Benjamin. But he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Sort of interesting going with a draw play there. Do you like that call?
I don't, but it would be a lot more powerful coming from me if I'd said it before the play actually happened, if I'd first guessed it. But look, a draw in that situation, heavy risk reward. If he walks in, it looks like a great call, doesn't it?
Yeah, instead brings up a tough fourth down. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Benjamin with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. It returns it right back to Samuel. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. To throw again on second down. Garoppolo. And now he'll fire deep downfield for James.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on first and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. This will be caught. It's Samuel. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 52 yards. And the 49ers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And this is now a 1-point game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys.
A leap, and he's got it. He got it. Touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 70 to show off their quick strike ability. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Prater for the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Garoppolo on first down. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. On 2nd and 10, Garoppolo. This one caught by Kittle. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
The kick by Gold is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime here. You out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The second of our 3 games here on this Wild Card Saturday is at halftime. We're going to back out to you guys in just a minute. But first, time to look ahead to Sunday's action here in the NFC. A 4-5 battle that ought to be a tight one. And it's going to be one heck of a battle, that's for sure. Meanwhile, nothing settled in our wild card game. It's a tight one as we get ready for the third quarter. Standing by to take you the rest of the way, let's get it back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
In a game like this, you're fighting, you're scratching, you're clawing, you're hammering away. That return has the feel of maybe cracking the rock and giving them a chance to get a big-time advantage.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
From the 44, Murray eluding the pressure right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a first down.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Murray giving to Connor on the draw. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 25. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. On third down, Benjamin. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And the catch made by Hopkins. And the Cardinals are going to be set up with a first and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
A good red zone run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second and goal. Murray now. He'll bite, and he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray punching it in from a yard away. And the Cardinals take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point good by Prater, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. A 10-play drive that time. And the play that polished it off was the touchdown run by Kyler Murray. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Set to take over again here on offense, Jimmy G and the 49ers. We will see here that he's done quite a bit, but the bottom line, I guess, partner, it hasn't been enough right now.
And let's face it, everyone wants to be in a spotlight, but when you're not winning, that's not quite as much fun because that's the bottom line, especially if you're a quarterback. Did you lead your team to a victory? No matter how many passes you threw, completed, all of that, that's what he wants to get done.
So far, he does at least have some good highlights to take home with him. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And this play a lot like the previous one, thanks to that stout Cardinal defense. Back-to-back, they've been tackled behind the line. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Garoppolo looks to throw. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. 2nd and 2. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. On 2nd down, Mostert. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. That is Tomlinson, who is down. Boy, not what they want to see. Well, he gets attended to will step aside. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up fourth down. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss two in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. Murray now on first down, rolling to his left. Murray has it knocked loose, fumble, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1 yard line.
1 yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. RG3 keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Cardinals continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Prater for the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He is hoping to find the end zone for a 3rd time, and we sit now in the 3rd quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
Now he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A huge play there for Arizona. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, he He's got to have that wrong, doesn't he? They declined there.
There's no doubt about it. Sorry to step on you there, partner, but let's go ahead and run this one together, right? Incomplete pass, yet they call pass interference.
And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick, and the 49ers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 20. He'll look to Mostert to start things out, and they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Garoppolo. James has got it. Complete.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. Got a man. That's Ayuk. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On 1st down, they go with Mostert again. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 38-yard line.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Garoppolo now. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 2nd down, here's Mostert again. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. One quarter of NFC wild card matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Niners on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. To throw is Garoppolo. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Richie James there to make the grab. And the 49ers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Going with the extra point, and they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this fourth quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Griffin. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Griffin sliding out of the pocket. And that will be incomplete. Here's Andy Lee now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return, and the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Looking to throw, Garoppolo, and he's got room. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
After the turnover, here's Murray out to his left. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. And they turn the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized a little bit on top.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And now he'll fire deep downfield for James. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. A big play there for the Niners. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Over the middle to Kittle. Complete. 7 yards, the pickup there. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Jet sweep. Garoppolo taps it forward. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. Mostert. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert taking it in from 4 yards out. And the 49ers get a score closer. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The football going back over to Arizona now. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Shotgun now for Murray, escaping the pressure right. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Andy Lee now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field comes this offense led by George Kittle. And a bounce back here for him after a slow start. And sometimes that's how it goes with tight ends. Those catches in their games, they can go in waves at that position.
And you get so locked into stopping them that you think, okay, hey, look at that. We've held him down. And the best ones, you really don't hold down for an entire game. They're going to get their catches. Your job is to keep them from being big-time catches that break you down totally.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's James. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Now back to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And he is going to have a Niners first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 down at the 33. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's James. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And the Niners are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Here's Mostert. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Gold with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this a very important drive leading in the fourth quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They'll run again with Benjamin. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. On first down, Benjamin. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd and 9 from the 44. Now a draw play. This is Connor. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Arizona. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. That's going to be caught by Samuel. 7 yards, the pickup there.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D. So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. That's into the hands of Dwelly. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now Garoppolo gets this one to Juszczyk. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. First down now, but that clock rolling. Garoppolo to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath. and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Back to throw, Garoppolo into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off, and the Cardinals have just about sewn up this football game. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. A 2nd and 11 from the 19. Murray a give. This is Connor. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Again, it's Connor. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. To throw is Garoppolo. Now Garoppolo lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Cardinals as we say so long from Glendale.